Yo, new mic with this, baby. What's going on, team? All right, I know it's been a little bit, but I'm back and I'm here to stay, all right? So long story short, I got a new mic and I recorded a whole video and then it ended up in the bin because the mic was terrible, but now I got a newer mic, so all right, so you've come here to learn how to do your first pull-up or how to increase your pull-up reps, how to better your form. This is the video for you. So before we get into it, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment what you want to see. Let's freaking do this. Woo! The most fundamental movement of the pull-up or in any like back exercise, I'd say, is knowing how to pull your shoulders down, right? Because if your shoulders are up here and you're doing a pull-up, guess what you're using? Not your back, right? You're gonna be using your arms. So, know how to depress your shoulders first and then do the pull. That's what's gonna get you working your back muscles for your pull-up, right? So in all exercises that we do here, remember first to push your shoulders down, then pull. Push your shoulders down and then pull, all right? Okay, so first exercise in our first ever pull-up routine. So if you can do a pull-up already, perfect. That's where we're gonna start, all right? For everyone that can't, just give me a second, we're gonna get to you soon. But for the people that can do their pull-ups, that's the first thing we're gonna do for this workout. So we're gonna jump up. Remember, we're not pulling from here, we're depressing the shoulders first, then pulling, right? So, goal is, do as many pull-ups as you can for 3 sets, rest for 2 minutes, and we're gonna rep those out, baby. That's gonna be our first exercise. Now, for those of you that can't do it, or for those of you that haven't gotten your first pull-up yet, this is what we're gonna go to next. So, for those that can't do a pull-up yet, what we're gonna be doing are jumping negatives. So, as you know, a negative and a negative equals a positive because you just put them together and then you got a plus sign, right? So, with our negatives, all we're gonna do is jump up, grab the bar, and slowly lower ourselves down as slow as we can, right? Let's get into it. So I'll show you what it looks like. Jump up and slowly lower yourself down. Bang. Now, what a lot of people will get wrong with this is they'll cut it short and they'll stop here and then they'll drop. You need to lower all the way to a dead hang, right? So I'll show you what most people do. They jump up. This is all good. They pull up, and as they come down, they get to here and then they drop. If you do that, I'm gonna fucking... No, but in all seriousness, you want to use your full range of motion, right? So once you jump up, slowly lower yourself down. All right. Now, if that's too difficult, we're gonna move on to the next exercise. Now, as a side note, you can use a platform or something to get you closer to the bar if it's too high up and you can't jump to the top. So from here, it's just the same thing. Jump and slowly lower all the way down. Understand, understood? Very good. All right, next exercise. I thought love was only true in... Next exercise. Inverted rows. All right. Inverted rows. Why are these gonna be helpful? They're gonna be helpful because they're gonna start using those back muscles that we need to achieve our pull-up, right? So, you can use rings, you can use these, which are TRX bands, or you can even use a barbell, right? Put a barbell in somewhere stable and use that. Now, if you have more access to gym equipment, you could do something like this, which I'm gonna put on the screen. That's just a cable, like pull-up, I guess you could say, or even an assisted pull-up. Now, lat pull-down would be another good one as like another accessory, but what you're not gonna get from the lat pull-down is that core engagement, right? Because part of the pull-up is being able to keep your core tight, switched on, to be able to pull yourself up. Not gonna get that as much from the lat pull-down, but still an important exercise. You understand, understood? All right, so an inverted row. Let's get into it. So obviously, the easier you want it to be, the more upright you'll be. So if this is literally your first time, and you're not that like used to pulling with your back, you can literally start from here. Most important bits. Do you remember? Do you remember? You better remember, but I'm gonna tell you. Most important bit is retracting that shoulder. Retract that shoulder. If that shoulder's not coming back, guess what? Your back's not working and you're not gonna feel it as well, right? So, get those shoulders back, then pull. Now, from here, shoulders back, then pull. As we get better at this exercise, we're gonna slowly lower ourselves and then do it again, right? Then we get better. Slowly, lower again, right? And we keep doing this till we're all the way basically horizontal. From here, your back should be pretty strong. Understand, understood? Good. All right, last 2 exercises. Let's do it. What did I say was the most important thing? You should know by now. That's right, it's that shoulder depression, right? Being able to shrug our shoulders down before we pull. That's what this exercise is gonna help with. Now, the reason this is really, really good is because 1, if you're already good at pull-ups, this is gonna help increase your reps even more. And if you're just starting with your pull-ups, this is what's gonna build you that really quality strength for you to be able to do it. So, what it looks like, jump up to the bar, start at a dead hang, and all we're gonna do, no pulling, just shrug from the shoulders. Slowly come down. Shrug from the shoulders, slowly come down. Now, like I said, reason this is so good is because a lot of people neglect this movement, but that's the start of your pull-up, right? So if we look again, doing this, and now look at the pull-up. Shoulders, then pull. Again, shrug, shrug, pull. It's all part of the same thing. It's all part of the same family. And guess what? You can't have, never mind. But yeah, it's all part of the same thing. So, shoulders down first. The whole point of this exercise is to focus on really shrugging those shoulders. All right. Last exercise. Okay, for our last exercise, what it is just an active hang. Simple as that, right? Just hold on for as long as you can. Your thumbs can be around, thumbs can be over, it doesn't really matter. Just gonna hang as long as you can. So, how's it hanging? All right, now, for a recap. You're gonna follow this list regardless of if you can do pull-ups or not, right? Because it's either gonna help you achieve your first pull-up or it's gonna help you get more reps in your pull-ups. Now, our first exercise were our pull-ups if you can do any. You wanna do as many as you can for 3 sets with a 2-minute rest, right? Once you've done that, you're gonna go into the next exercise, which is our jumping negatives. Now, if you can't do the pull-ups, you're gonna start at the jumping negatives. So the jumping negative pull-ups, we're gonna go for 10 reps, 3 sets, 2-minute rest in between, right? So by 10 reps, that's 10 slow negatives, and you're gonna do that 3 times with a 2-minute rest in between. Next exercise, we'll have our inverted rows, right? Inverted rows slash cable pull-up slash assisted pull-up and or banded pull-up. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Again, 10 reps, 3 sets, 2-minute rest in between. Now, our last 2 exercises. We have our bar shoulder shrugs, shoulder depressions, I guess you could call them. Remember, really focusing on that major movement of the pull-up, which is that depression of the shoulders. Yeah, you got your shoulder shrugs, gonna do 10 reps of those, 3 sets. You're gonna have 1 minute to 2 minutes rest, depending on how you recover. Then finally, our active hang. With our active hang, make sure that we're not just relaxed here. Make sure that we're actively pushing our shoulders down like before, remember? Do you remember? Good. And that's all. Now, that about sums up the video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, and give it a shot. Tell me if you improve your pull-ups from it, if you achieved your first pull-up from it. Oh, that'd be sick. Otherwise, have an amazing rest of your days, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Oh!